We already learned about press rights, so let's run through some press wrongs. Reporting, both good and bad reporting, can get you into trouble. Now, these warnings aren't meant to discourage you from pursuing a career in journalism, but instead to teach you what you need to know to help minimize your risks. First, stories that can get you jailed. You, as a journalist, can be jailed for contempt of court if the reporter refuses to tell the judge a source of controversial material used in a story. You can be jailed for trespassing when a reporter walks or snoops onto private property without the owner's consent. Finally, in some countries outside the United States, journalists can be jailed for sedition. That's the publication of material considered too critical of government leaders and policies. Some stories can get you sued. You can get sued for libel, which is the publication of a false statement that maliciously or carelessly damages someone's reputation. We'll talk more about this in a few minutes as well. You can also get sued for invasion of privacy, using people in a story in a way that violates their right to be left alone. We'll talk a little bit more about this in depth as well. And finally, you can be sued for breach of contract by publishing the name of a confidential source after promising not to do so. That's a tough decision that some journalists face. Go to jail for not revealing a source, or be sued for revealing a source. Now, if you still want to be the journalist after the last slide, here are some more things that can get you into trouble. Stories that can get you fired. Plagiarism is absolutely a fireable offense. This is the passing of words or ideas as your own when you didn't create them and you didn't attribute them to the source. We fired a student at the NC State Technician during my time there and reported him to the Office of Student Conduct, although he could not be further disciplined because the newspaper wasn't part of an academic activity. Now, fabrication is manufacturing or falsifying any facts, quotes, or events for a story. Now, this is the reason that you need to provide contact information for your sources to keep you honest. And yes, I am checking up on you. And then there are lapses in ethics. These are any behavior by reporters, whether on the job or off, that could damage the public's and the publication's reputation. And finally, there are stories that can get you angry phone calls. The first reason for an angry phone call is bias, taking sides in a story, or failing to present both sides of an issue fairly, or slanting a story by manipulating facts to sway a reader's opinions. Next up is bad taste. Every so often, Technician runs a sex issue, which in itself is not bad or wrong, but some articles have been a lot worse than others. What advice I always give to the editor is this: is this something you want your name attached to? If the answer is yes, then by all means run the story as is. If a story is being lewd just for lewdness sake and not presenting any real information, then it should probably be rewritten before publication. And last but not least, blunders and bloopers in your reporting can get you an angry phone call. Careless mistakes, spelling someone's name wrong or misquotes, can get you in hot water with your readers and with your editor.